All right.
I'm excited to die.
Are you
No,
excited
not
to
this
die?
time. Not this time, please. Please don't kill Riley. I like her a lot, actually.
I like Riley too. So, like I said, you don't
Cool.
make him mad, it'll be fine.
Just don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the vampire.
Uh,
All right. So, let me just adjust the volume on my audio here, because this is too loud. All right. So, last time, the group had made their way to the marshy ruins of Berez in search of the missing Vistani girl, Arabelle. They had located her in a hut in the middle of the ruins owned by the woman Baba Lysaga. The group silently approached her hut with the intent of keeping her occupied while they rescued the Vistani child, Arabelle. Though, through use of the group's particular brand of chaos, they succeeded and nearly got smushed by the mad woman's walking tree hut. With the group dashing off and Baba Lysaga thinking the child was still in her hut, they managed to escape. The group ran from the witch and back onto the road, Arabelle clutching right into Gitana's arms as they ran. Once they hit the road, though, they spotted a familiar form of a man up on a dangerous nightmare blocking their path. From behind the point, you also hear the sounds of leaves and tussling fabrics as you see 10 scarecrows shambling towards you. They're cutting off your escape route and shambling in jittering motions. One of them opens its stitched, awkwardly burlap mouth, and a projected voice of Baba Lysaga comes out. "My child! Give me back my child!" From in front of you, you hear Strahd now speak. "Baba Lysaga, witch of the ruins, you will back down. That child is not yours to keep, nor are you to approach the Vistani again. Did you forget, dear mother, that they are under my protection? Or had your mind really so decayed that you forgot that?" And then you hear Baba Lysaga go, "My boy, my sweet child, it has your blood. I simply wish to teach her like I did you. Go back to your marsh. Continue to capture ravens if you wish, but you are not to lay a hand on the Vistani girl again. Do I make myself perfectly clear?" The scarecrows shudder and stumble back a few paces, eyeing Davian with great intent now. They do not seem to go back into the swamp, though. They simply back off. And then you hear Strahd say, "As for you, lot, Gitana, come here." Gitana places Arabelle on the ground and begins to walk towards Strahd, a resigned look on her face.
I'm going to try and sort of reach out after her. I'm assuming she just keeps walking, though.
Yeah, she tries to, brush you off as she goes.
Just for reference, because I wasn't here last time, everybody else is looking pretty rough, right?
Yeah, pretty much
Okay.
everybody is looking pretty rough.
All bloodied.
Okay.
Yeah.
That house beat us up.
Very bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah.
Gitana gets right up to Strahd, and Strahd reaches down and, cups her face, basically, and says, "Did you really think you could lie to me, my dear? I'm already a kinslayer. I will not hesitate to become one again if for those that betray me." And she is, shaking, visibly.
Yeah. Same fam.
Eamon will step forward and say, this is the first time you think you've actually heard Eamon plead with someone. He's like, "Please, no."
Even.
He looks at you and, grips Gitana's face a little tighter and goes, "Well then, got your attention now, have I?"
I thought you was gonna say got your nose.
Got your nose, bitch!
Or no, got your mom.
Got your mom.
I got your mom, Eamon.
Katie, please.
I'm sorry.
It's all
this
good.
is too intense for me.
He smirks at you and goes, You all have been very rude to me. I have invited you to the castle several times, and you have not taken me up on it.
Oh, sorry. I had a thing quickly now that he's saying of this. I had meant to say quickly before. Behind Eamon, Brimstone is calmly removing his sash and taking a bit of it and tying it around his eyes like a blindfold.
Okay.
Continue, Strahd.
Yep.
He's getting ready to break a pinata.
He, holds her tight and goes, I will give you 3 days. If you do not bring Irina Kolyana to thy castle in 3 days, I will bring destruction upon Vallaki until I find her and drag her back to my castle. Do you understand?
Loud and clear, sir.
Riley nods, just nodding yes.
All right. I will, I think, bring your mother here for collateral. You can have her back when you bring Irina to me.
Oh no!
I'm going to step forward.
I'll go with you instead.
Grab that, Eamon. I'm going to continue walking towards Strahd.
I don't think you're in any position to negotiate with me.
I will go with her as well.
No.
What are you doing?
No, I will just take your mother, boy, and then you will bring me Irina. We will have dinner, and we will discuss terms then. And with this, he, scoops Gitana up onto his horse, and she looks terrified. And he starts to turn to leave, and the 2 vampire spawn that are by him, Zing and Zun, the ones you fought earlier, kind of cover their back as they turn to leave.
Just checking the stats for the holy symbol of Ravenkind real quick.
Yep.
And just knowing we don't want to make him angry.
yeah, I know, and I know he has legendary resistance, so it's not gonna work anyways.
So what the fuck is... It's cheating. He's a cheater. He's got hacks.
He's the boss. He gets to cheat a little bit.
He's a hacker.
This is his house. It's his rules.
No, look, legendary resistance is a thing.
It's a thing.
Anyways,
so stupid.
as they walk away, Eamon will kind of fall to his knees, put one hand on his forehead, and start breathing really heavily. You think he's having a panic attack.
Riley puts her hand on his shoulder and just kind of tries to calm him down, being like, "It's okay. We'll save her. We'll save everybody. I guess. I don't know, but we'll do it."
Yes, we will.
So
We've been able to do some incredible things. So, one more incredible thing?
Strahd is my uncle. I don't know if I've told you.
What?
Davian looks a little confused and then looks at the child that was handed to him and goes, I don't know if he's actually your uncle.
Great, etc. Uncle.
Excuse me?
Gitana is descended from one of Strahd's siblings. And Gitana's my mother, so Strahd is my great, etc. uncle.
Riley's brain is broken. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I've taken the blindfold off and I'm leaning down and I'm examining the tracks.
Yeah, you see that Strahd and Gitana have gone now, and the vampire spawn left soon after. Behind you, you hear the shuffling of the scarecrows start to go back into the marsh, leaving you all alone on the road.
Oh, good. I didn't want to deal with them.
Damien, can
they
you
were
take...
just there for visual references. I didn't actually expect you to fight them. It was to scare you.
It did scare me. You succeeded.
Huzzah!
Damien. Do you think if we left you with the girl, you would be able to take care of her?
She needs to get back to her family, and I don't know if the Vistani are going to be very accommodating to me bringing them.
I will take her. I am her uncle? Cousin? Oh, jeez.
This girl just kind of like looks at you, like raises an eyebrow and goes, "I don't know you. Who are you?"
I'm Jitana's son.
Your Auntie Jitana's son?
Okay, cousin. Yes. Hi. I'm your cousin Amond.
Oh. I didn't know I had a cousin.
Well, congratulations.
You're weird looking. What's with the tusks?
Well, you see, when a mommy human and a daddy orc love each other very much, this happens.
Huh. You get tusks.
Well, if you bring me back, then my daddy will definitely get you something cool.
I'll do it regardless, but I will definitely bring you back to your family. I don't know exactly where they are, and we've only got a short amount of time to do it in, so we should really get going right now.
Alright. I didn't want to stay here any longer anyways. It's such a dump.
I'm sorry that I lost my horse. I don't think I can summon her again till tomorrow.
Beans.
I'm out of... Look, Tyr's very weak here. I don't have any magic left.
That's okay. I'm almost tapped out as well.
Perhaps we should head back to the inn for now and get this girl back to her family in the morning. It is getting late. With any luck,
sounds like a good idea.
3 days will be like from tomorrow, knowing Strahd, hopefully. Ugh. It should only take us a few hours to get back to town, though.
If you're willing to go do that and take care of the girl, we'll talk a lot about this on the way, but I think it's high time I followed up with some people who've been tailing us for a while.
Oh boy. Never split the party. Except now.
Did we want...
I mean, we're gonna go back to the inn first.
Yeah.
To get a long rest, please.
It is a shame. That would have been a perfect opportunity to get into the castle.
Well, we probably should have gone to dinner, apparently.
I guess. I don't know if he invited us, but he was just being a dick, so whatever.
Hey, though, you didn't charm anyone this time.
For once.
No, he just kidnapped your mother. It's fine.
Yeah, it's...
You're about here. Let's say that.
I'm not okay. Eamon's not okay, especially. Eamon's even worse off than I am.
I mean, I get it. It's valid,
That's
man.
a mood.
That feel when a vampire lord kidnaps your mom. Let's get back to town, shall we?
All right. So
Brimstone being at nearly full health, he'll fucking carry anybody. If anybody wants him to carry, then he'll do it.
I don't think we're gonna need that. Actually, does anyone want healing? Actually, you know what? I will give 15 points to Zelphine and 15 points to Riley, and that's all my healing for the day.
Okay. Thank you.
okay.
I realized if I ask, everyone else would say no, because that's the type of characters that we have. Just terrible.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna lead the way on the way back.
Okay.
You're the only one who still has any blood left, so.
Yep. So you start to head back to town. It takes a couple hours, and it's definitely darker by the time you get back to Vallaki. And you start to head towards the Blue Water Inn with Davian holding the girl, and you lot coming up behind. Just a sec. My map is being a little persnickety, and I'm trying to center it. There we go. As you approach the Blue Water Inn, though, you hear a loud crashing noise. And you hear a loud, viscerally angry voice, followed by the panic sound of Theo calling out Lucas's name.
I'm running in immediately.
As you get inside, you see Van Richten on the floor in his true form, his hat several feet away from him, and his cane rolled out of his hand. Lucas is pinning him to the ground, and there's a rage in his face that startles you. Every time you've seen Lucas before, he's either had that plastered smile on his face, or been, sad. You have never seen him get so angry before, and it looks out of place and wrong on his face. His fist is pulled back, and Theo is trying to pull him off of the old man. Despite Lucas's rage, though, Van Richten looks oddly calm behind his large circular glasses. You hear Lucas yell, "It's your fault! They're dead because of you!" If that is how you wish to view the series of events, then I suppose it is, my boy. And this just seems to make Lucas angrier, and Theo is panicking, trying to hold back his partner from assaulting this man.
I don't want to pull Lucas off of Van Richten, but when he goes up to hit him again, I want to catch his hand.
Yeah. So you've got Theo on one side and Brimstone on the other, catching him. And Lucas is just, trying to fight you, but he is just out of sorts.
I'm going
to string bean.
I'm going to smack him on the back of the head.
Cool.
Lucas, look at me.
He, pauses and then looks up at you, and, you see the edges of tears on his face.
I'm gonna hug him.
Aww.
He, pauses and then just starts crying and, leans into you. Theo is, patting his back and goes, it's alright. It's alright.
This will not make the pain go away, Lucas. Don't make it work.
It's his fault. It's his fault.
Yes, it is.
And then the rest of the party walks in.
Yep, you just see Lucas sobbing into Brimstone and Theo, trying to, pat his back, and Van Richten, pulls himself up and, dusts himself off. It looks like none the worse for wear.
Breathe deep, Lucas. This will only open old wounds again.
Look, I'll take Lucas out back. He can't be around this guy anymore. He'll just attack him again. Come on. And, Theo tries to, edge you two out of the building.
Yeah, I'll let Theo take Lucas.
Yeah. And the two of them, walk outside.
Van Richten, whatever you did, I don't detect a single ounce of regret on your face about it.
What was done had to be done. It was the way of things.
What had to be done?
It's a bit of a long story. If you, don't mind taking a seat, I perhaps will share the story with you. And he goes and sits down and, puts his hat back on his head, looking again like the half-elf instead of his older person self.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we have another pressing matter we need to attend to.
In the middle of the night?
Well,
I'll hear about the terrible murder later.
What? So, yeah, Strahd has taken my mother to his castle.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry,
very.
my boy.
Eamon does not look well.
Things are rough, to say the least.
That is the way it is here, I suppose. That tends to be the case. What do you plan on doing about it?
I think that we should discuss that amongst ourselves, Eamon. And I look pointedly at Eamon.
Yes, we'll discuss it amongst ourselves. Just, we've got a lot of
Privately.
Yes, I understand. But we've also got to remember that we have a lot of imperfect people and imperfect allies. And we've all done things that we regret, except for Riley. But... Does she start laughing in character?
No, but she does go out like a poof.
So let's just try not to... Look, I know I'm the judgment guy, but let's try not to do too much judgment. We're not exactly in a place where we can afford to be making enemies out of... And then I look at Van Richten. Acquaintances.
I'm just saying I know that we're not going to be able to work with both him and our other friend now.
Okay, well... I'm gonna pat Van Richten on the shoulder. Maybe you should explain what's going on here.
All right, take a seat. He kind of leans back and goes, I met the lad's parents outside of Waterdeep years ago. The two of them were using young Lucas to pretend to be in trouble and lead adventurers into the mists to be trapped in Barovia.
Jeez.
I caught them by themselves whilst the lad was off playing his role at the time and planned on slaying them for what they did. However, during the fight, they pleaded with me to spare them, for the woman was with child at the time. I agreed on the condition that they would use their position to help other innocents being dragged into Barovia. The two of them seemed guilt-ridden by what they had been doing their whole lives, so I agreed, and they agreed. And so the two secretly began to smuggle people out of this god-forsaken land. I told them as well that if I made good on their promises, I would find a way to shield Lucas and young Olive from Strahd and find a place for them out of the reach of this land. Unfortunately, Strahd got wind of it and slayed them, it appears. Another Vistani contact of mine told me as such. Not only that, but Strahd has been actively avoiding letting me come here till now, and I'm only got in here because I was in disguise. He knew I wanted to come here, to try and finish the man off. He just relishes in making my job harder. So yes, I suppose in a way it is my fault the young man's parents are dead. But really, would he have preferred to remain slaves to the tyrannical vampire? The lad should be thanking me, honestly.
Oh, I want to punch him, but also...
No, like, well, yeah, but also fair point. It's like, I'll give him 50-50 on this one.
He just shrugs.
Slightly. But he's being a dick about it.
Yeah, no, I could show a little more remorse. I mean, look, I get it, you were, I don't want to say you were in the right, but you weren't in the wrong, but you could be, like, a little nicer about it.
A little regretful, maybe.
I can't control what the Vistani do to their traitors. I can't control what Strahd does to those that betray him.
Well,
the Vistani, this was their chance to break the bonds of being a Vistani. All of them are just...
Okay, well, no,
My son...
Want to be careful what you say there.
My son was taken by Vistani and sold to a vampire. I have no reason to think they are anything but vile. And yet I take pity on a few. I think I should be praised for that, don't you?
This fucking guy!
Brimstone and Zelfine have left by now.
Yeah, they just...
They left the convo.
Yeah, as soon as he started talking about how he had done Lucas some kind of favor, Zelfine just turned and left.
Valid.
Oh, don't leave us with this prick.
It was that or stab him, so...
Okay, yeah, fair.
I don't know, after that last paragraph or so, Eamon's kind of leaning towards stab.
We're gonna find Lucas and Theo.
Cool.
Good idea.
Yeah, the two of you kind of follow them. You notice that they're up in the loft again. Gonna move you over to the loft. Yeah, there. And Lucas is like shaking. Theo's like trying to comfort him. It's fine. It's all right. I know you want to stab that guy real bad, and I kind of do too now. I told you he was up to no good. But we can't just... Come on. It's all right. It's all right. And, like, Lucas is just not talking and shaking. And they see you guys come in and goes, hey, how'd it go?
Oh, he's about as repulsive as he sounded.
Figured as much. Lucas is
so
just
tired.
very, like, still shaking and is, like, looking over at you two. Sorry, I didn't mean to lose my cool back there. Just seeing that man be so smug about everything, and when I found out who he was, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. The only question now is, what do we do about this? It may be as simple as just he leaves this place and doesn't come back. At a minimum, I think.
I would say so. I don't want to see his face anymore. I didn't even know what his face looked like before tonight. I only knew his name. The night my parents were killed, they accused them of working with this Rudolf van Richten, and I thought that there was some kind of mistake. My parents couldn't have been working with some vampire hunter. But it was true, I suppose. This is proof of that.
I hate the greater good.
I don't regret not working for Strahd anymore. But I was 14. Olive was a baby.
You have nothing to justify it, Lucas. Nothing at all.
I watched as Strahd came down and drained my mother dry and decapitated my father. His head was feet away from me. And all I can think of, it was all because of that man convinced them to turn against Strahd. Strahd won't even let me leave this place. I tried. Me and Olive were nearly killed by wolves. If it wasn't for the Martkovs granting me this, all of this, I would be dead. Olive too.
Brimson just kind of looks to Zelphine and sees if she has anything to say.
Zelphine, despite the healing, still looks pretty rough and seems to be content to just quietly listen on, and has actually begun sharpening one of her daggers.
Wow. We're going to do something about it.
Well, at this
We've
point...
been given a timeline. A deadline, as it were.
Oh?
We've been given 3 days.
3 days to do what?
To deliver Irina to Strahd von Zarovich in his castle.
Theo and Lucas look shocked by this. And go, they can't bring Irina there.
No. So the question then is, what are we going to bring? Ourselves, yes. Whatever powers and abilities we might have. I don't know if we're ready. but I'll be damned if I'm letting him get his hands on something he wants so badly.
3 days isn't a lot of time to get a plan together.
It's more time than I've usually had to plan.
That's certainly, Yeah, usually I get, like, a couple months to plan something big. 3 days.
We don't have much time for many excursions. We can maybe hope for 1 or 2 trips out and then back.
Yeah, not too far either, no.
No. I wish the wolves were closer.
Oh! Yes, the wolves. One of our scouts came back with some information. Apparently, you had told her to go look at the wolves that were following you.
Mm-hmm.
She said that it was a werewolf, and he said that he would like to meet with you outside of the city. He gave a time and a date. It'll be tomorrow night, it seems.
I think I can certainly oblige that. We have to get Eamon's cousin back to her people. I don't know who we want to send on that, but we definitely should. And then...
if it's to the Vistani camp, I can't go. It will have to be someone else.
And then we need to have a very serious talk with Irina. Because if we need to decide where we're going to put our power, where we're going to put our strength. Because we can't just throw everything at the castle and leave Irina here in town.
I think perhaps any further discussion should be with the whole group.
Absolutely. We just need to consider that especially.
Yeah, the whole situation seems pretty fucked. So,
It would be a lie to say I've been in worse, but I think I can say I've been in just as bad.
Yeah, I'd say about that too.
But I promise you this, and I'm going to promise the whole group. He's going to have to drain me dry before he gets any of you. And I've got a lot of blood.
With any luck, it won't come to that big guy. You've got 2 of those things that you were looking for, right?
2. Yes.
We've got the book and the amulet thing.
You have any idea where the 3rd thing might be?
A crypt, wasn't it?
I could do some research into where it could be.
Yeah, the wizards or a crypt of some kind.
Right. You give me those notes and I can look into it. Perhaps while you are chatting with the werewolves, see what they want.
Brim's taking out the card that he got, the beast card, and he's kind of looking at it. I just think it's high time we look death in the face, huh?
It seems
better
that
than
way.
Staying around here. Me and Olive, we've been trapped here for 7 years. If we can find a way out through the death of Strahd, it would be the most precious gift anybody could have given us. Even if we all die tonight, or in the 3 days from now, I suppose. It will be something. We will have tried.
That's all anybody can do, I guess.
Theo, kisses Lucas's head and goes, "We won't die, idiot."
I'm going to go pull Eamon off of Van Rick that I'm sure the man is thoroughly thrashed him by now, and... Should I just tell him, leave the city?
That would be best.
At the very least, the tavern.
Do remember that he has the book that you gave him.
I did not know that.
Great.
I think we need to go make sure Eamon gets a return to his little library. And Freeman is going to very hurriedly room. Hey, Eamon.
Eamon has thrown a tankard full of ale right in Van Richten's face.
Fuck yeah.
He looks nonplussed about it and, like, takes his glasses off and starts wiping it off with a cloth and goes, "No, that's very rude, boy."
You know what? So was talking shit about my mother like that. And her people. And my people. No, my people too. They're my people too. That's weird to say, but they are. And you should not say rude things to them. I'm not going to hurt you, because, you know, paladins don't do that unless you're doing evil shit, but...
But what's your damage,
I
bud?
am well aware of what paladins do. My damage... My damage is that evil works in this world, and people do nothing about it. So I will do something about it, and then people get upset of me for it.
Eamon will slam his axe into the table right in front of Van Richten and, like, just forcibly grab his shoulder and say, "What the fuck do you think I've been trying to do?"
Oh, I am well aware of what you paladins do. But there is evil in this world, and I seek to correct it.
Give me my book back.
I don't have it on me anymore, boy.
Where is it?
I put it in my tower for safekeeping.
Where is your tower?
Halfway between here and the Martikovs.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're a headache.
You said to put it somewhere safe, so I did. I am true
Put it
to
up
my
your
word.
butt next time.
Well, that's not very safe now, is it, dear?
Bring it here in the next 2 days. I need it for something very important.
If that is what you wish.
Sorry I threw a tankard of ale in your face, but you kinda had it coming.
I am no stranger to that kind of behavior, so...
How much was the tankard of ale, by the way?
A tankard's a lot.
No, I mean, like, money-wise, how much do I have to pay? A tankard's probably, like, a pint or two, right?
I don't actually know how big a tankard is.
I think there's a thing in the PHP.
It's like a beer... It's basically like an old beer stein, essentially.
Yeah.
So that much is how much I
Let me
threw
just
in.
double check.
You know what? Eamon will just put a silver piece on the counter and say, "Keep the change."
Let me just look it up, because I know it's in here. I just haven't had a need to actually do anything like this in a while.
Right?
It's been a while since we bought random adventuring crap.
Yeah.
A mug of ale is 4 copper pieces.
Per PHP.
Yeah, as per
Yeah.
PHP. It probably is more here, so I'm willing to pay the silver.
So that's pretty tip.
This is a closed system that is dying slowly.
Yep. If you got the cheap wine, it's 3 copper pieces.
For sure, the cheap.
The more expensive stuff is 1 silver piece. So yeah, if it's cheap
no,
stuff,
he
then
doesn't-
if it's the cheap stuff, then it's 3 copper pieces.
No, the drink
For a
stuff,
pint.
the expensive stuff, Eamon's gonna fucking drink.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's not gonna waste it on this fool.
Yep. You can get a
Not
cool-
tonight though.
Yeah. Yeah, for the last little while, they were letting you stay a bit for free because you had done stuff, but they do need to pay the bills. So, yeah, they charge you for wine that you dump on someone's face.
That's fair.
All right. Hi, Brimstone. I appreciate you checking on me.
Has Van Richten left?
Yeah, he's gotten up and, like, dusted himself off and he's turned to leave.
Okay, I wait until he's out of the door.
He's, like, stained from, like, the top of his head down to his shoulders in, like, that red wine.
I don't look at him with any kind of emotion. I just watch him as he goes.
Yep, cool.
To make sure he goes.
He goes and gets his horse.
As he walks away, I kind of point behind myself and go, so he's banned from the bar forever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
he's also
apparently.
not coming with us to the castle.
No, but I'm inviting someone who is maybe worse than he is.
Huh.
Excuse me?
You remember Vladimir?
Yeah,
you gotta-
the guy that's hunting you to kill you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna give him his book back, and we're gonna have a nice discussion.
Oh no.
Look,
Or Vladimir kills
Uh-huh.
Van Richten on the road. Which would be good.
well, look, if Vladimir kills Van Richten on the road, wait, he doesn't know Van Richten has the book. It doesn't matter.
Sure doesn't. He still thinks Eamon does. And he's got the vengeance stuff against Eamon right now. So he's tracking you.
I will bring him his book in the next 2 days, and then we're going to have a discussion. This is something that's between me and him. I don't need any of you getting involved.
Okay.
But do you think you can reason with him?
I think he might, not now, but after he gets his book back, yes. I'll say that.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got you though, so like don't fucking go onto that alone, Jesus.
This is it's more of like a good faith negotiation tactic / I don't want him to hurt any of you guys.
Last time you talked to him, he seemed very much like he would really have loved to sever your head from your neck, Eamon.
That is true.
Yeah, talking didn't go too well before you stole the book from him, so I don't think just giving it back is gonna fix that.
No, but he said he wants to make Strahd suffer, right?
I thought didn't he imply that he wanted Strahd to suffer like forever ever? Like he didn't want
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
but
think he's down for killing him.
regardless of killing him, if Strahd gets Tatiana back, his suffering is over forever. Right?
Is it?
I don't know. I really don't want to think about that eventuality like at all.
I don't know. I like the idea of Vladimir kind of kicking Strahd's ass. I don't know.
I don't know
But-
if Vladimir could do it himself.
I don't know if he. Yeah, I don't know if he wants to. If
There
he
is-
wants him to suffer forever.
There is something we're gonna need, and that's the last item. It's in Strahd's book. It's the Sun Sword.
Can I just point out one other possible flaw in this plan before we get crazy psychotic paladin guy involved?
We've already gotten one crazy
No, I mean-
psychotic paladin guy involved.
Great, sure. Before we get another, okay. So let me make sure I'm following. All right, this guy is so obsessed with Strahd and his suffering that he just sat there and held onto this book and was content to let Strahd live forever because that was suffering. Your plan is to tell him about Irina and how that would end his suffering to get Irina.
Oh,
I'm gonna put myself
Fuck.
in the shoes of crazy obsessed.
you
gonna
don't
hunt
have
you
to
down
finish.
paladin guy.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I think that might get Irina killed.
Okay,
Yeah, whoopsies.
I'm gonna give his book back, but I'm not gonna tell him about Irina. How about that? I just want that one
So-
problem to go away.
Will it though?
I-
I think that we can. That we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to see where he's at once he comes here looking for the book again.
Maybe we can work it that maybe Strahd has the book back. And
So-
then maybe he'll want to fight him.
So 2 quick things. That third item. Well, first thing is, should we? I mean, is the bar empty at this point?
Yeah, it's basically just the Mardikovs hanging around.
Okay, then fuck it. Like, there's like, we don't need to go anywhere. Like, I think we can discuss this shit.
Yeah, we could discuss this openly.
Yep.
The Mardikovs have proven their trustworthiness several times by now.
They're chill.
And if Strahd finds out about them, they're all going to die. But
Okay, well,
we're all going to die in 3 days anyway. So,
Sounds
first thing, Theo and Lucas are putting out feelers to sort of look for this third item. Riley, yours was the card that mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
If you can give them the details from your card. I think I got it right, but you want to make sure. I have a meeting here tomorrow night. Well, not here, outside the city.
okay.
Meeting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Getting Arabelle back to the Vistani.
I'm gonna take care of that tomorrow morning.
Who are you going to take with you?
Lucas probably seems like a good idea.
Lucas can't go.
No.
No, Lucas can't go.
Lucas got kicked out of the Raymond.
Oh, right.
And Lucas and Theo, I want to have them on researching this last item.
Well, honestly, if I make the trip by horseback, I can probably be there and back in a couple hours.
I would prefer you took Riley or Zelfine with you.
Okay. I sort of look between Riley and Zelfine. Any volunteers?
I feel like I would rather, because I'm just staying here and meeting with some people. I feel like it'd probably be better if you took Riley just for contingencies out on the road.
I mean, Zelfine's kind of the contingency person, but okay.
Her
Riley's
contingency
usually
plan
the
is
first
to
thing
stab.
you do.
I think I might need her for what I'm got to do.
Fair enough. Oh, right. Yeah. Is the meeting with the furry fan club?
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that because I feel like they would rip my throat out if they heard that you said that to me.
But it is funny though.
Hey, we're in a fucking Barovia. Can we focus?
Look, if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. A lot. My mom was
constant
kidnapped
mood.
by a vampire.
Yeah,
You know
things
what?
aren't going good right
This
now.
is fair. Zelfine Riley, I have one more thing, but anything you guys know you want to take care of.
I'm up for anything. I don't know.
Okay. Zelfine?
Can I make a perception check to see if Zelfine notices Olive up there snooping?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a 27.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she can beat that.
I don't think anyone can beat that.
Oh yeah, you just have to have like 7 levels in Rogue or some shit.
Yeah, no.
Surprise!
Olive is a baby. I don't think she can beat that.
Yeah, she doesn't have 7 levels in Rogue, but she is 7 years old, so...
She's
You never know, it's D&D.
Oh.
Be a master assassin for all we
She
know.
has 7 levels in Baby.
I don't even think I made a sheet for her.
That's a good sign. That means she's not going to get hurt.
Yeah, no, I didn't even make a sheet for her, so I can't even roll deception. No, you definitely see the little feet poke out and like her little hands gripping the banister, looking down.
Oh, so precious.
There she is, up there. Where Riley found her the other night, kind of hanging out, kicking her feet.
Zelfine's just gonna kind of speak inordinately loudly and just say, well, I think the only pressing issue I can think of at the moment is that somebody should probably go to bed right about now.
You
And
hear,
she's gonna look directly up at Olive.
Is it me?
you immediately hear like the little pitter patter of her feet as she like rushes off.
Oh, so cute. She's such a kid. I love her.
Anything else legit?
Sorry, technical difficulties. I'm back now.
You're good.
Oh, whoops.
Sorry, hello. Hi?
All good.
Hello,
Right.
you're good. We hear you.
What'd I miss?
Zelfine
Olive
just
beat-
told Olive to go to bed.
Good.
She caught her snooping.
Good paladins always go to bed on time. Remember that.
Sailor Aemon says.
Say
Good.
No, I can't beat that. That's
That's good.
Good.
Good stuff.
that's better than Italian brimstone.
Most things are better than Italian brimstone.
Italian Princeton is fucking gold. You don't even deny it.
Anyways,
Zelfine, do you have anything actual that you want to bring up?
No, I think we've pretty thoroughly covered how fucked we are.
Per usual.
Then I have one last thing. Irina. In the course of our plans, we need to decide what we're going to do with her, because on the one hand, I think it would be asking for it to leave her here while all of us go and fucking deal with the castle, but I really am not super crazy about bringing her with us. Or splitting our forces.
Look, if she stays in the church, she'll be fine.
I don't think I want to count on that. I don't want to leave her in a church alone.
What about in a church with several armed guards?
That I could deal with to an extent, but again, like, we need to have the discussion, especially with Irina.
Okay.
Yeah, we need like a backup or something.
Yeah, she's not like a fucking MacGuffin that we deal with. She's a person who needs to...
Yeah.
Yeah, none of our options are entirely good or safe, so we might as well just let her pick which one she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should do that.
Is everybody okay? I'm sorry I couldn't do much earlier today.
All things considered, I don't think any of us could have done much, and you honestly did a fantastic job not dying. And really, that's all we can ask for.
And to be fair, I don't think any of us went into that expecting to be stepped on by a house, but, you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Are you okay, by the way?
Yeah, are you gonna be okay?
I mean, when you healed me earlier, I felt my ribs snap back into place, which sucked, but sucks less than them being broken. I'll take it.
I get that.
Mood.
Just, you know, next time, like, I mean, I've said this before, like, you know, I'm here to fucking be big and annoying and scary, so...
You were stuck in the mud.
Yeah. It wasn't an ideal situation, but...
You were stuck in the mud, and I was on Riley's shoulder, and it was just a very weird time.
I was way too fucking big.
Like, bigger than you, actually.
It felt very weird to not be the tallest person in the room.
It felt weird to me too, man.
That was a strange feeling, and I'm not sure if I'm into it.
I gave Brim an inferiority complex.
No, it just... It was just weird.
I don't like being that tall. It made me woozy. It gave me vertigo.
I saw a pit fiend once. I ran away, but, like, I saw him. It was real scary.
I mean, back where I used to live, there were a couple of giants who lived with us.
Giant giants?
Whoa!
Yeah, giants.
Well, like, what kind of giants?
Big giants?
What was it? They said they didn't subscribe to the notion of the ordning or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. They were having some problems with the whole ordering thing.
I don't know.
I've never seen a giant. Wow.
They do what they say on the tin. They're perhaps larger. They're perhaps larger than most.
Maybe.
I mean, so are we, but...
God, I haven't thought about them in forever. Anyway.
Eyes emoji.
Alright. I think we should just go to bed.
Yeah, I could do with a nap.
Me too.
Zelfine's gonna go make some tea first.
Ooh. Got some peppermint tea?
I got a little left, yeah.
Have we eaten dinner yet?
No, you guys have been on the road this whole time.
Oh, dang.
I'm gonna get us, like a decent dinner.
I think all they have is potatoes or whatever. So it's like French fries and mashed potatoes for us.
No, if they had potatoes, that would be too nice.
No, they have wolf meat. That wasn't a joke.
Oh, wait, no, that's right. It was wolf meat. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
They literally don't have potatoes. They have wolf meat and they have beet stew.
Yeah, it was beets. That was it. Sorry.
Brimstone, are you comfortable with wolf meat?
Yeah.
You sure?
Amen. Yeah.
Okay. Really? Though?
Yeah.
Okay.
What parts of my whole situation makes you think that I wouldn't eat whatever was put in front of me?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We'll get some wolf steaks and some beets.
Does it have the fur still on it? Because otherwise it's meat.
I'm just gonna destroy a steak right now.
Cool. Yeah, the Mardukos bring you out some beet stew and some wolf steak.
And I will give them 2 whole gold pieces and say, quite frankly, I owe you a lot more than this, but in case we don't make it back over the next couple days, I hope this covers the time we spend here.
Oh, my dear, you're so... Thank you.
I forget how much
appreciate this.
money I have. Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
Because I want to throw in a gold piece as well. I think I have a gold piece, because I forget how much money I have.
Yeah, we gave all our money to we gave the money we were supposed to loot to Father Lucian, so...
Because we're such good people.
I'm gonna do one last walk of the house without Sanguine Scent this time, before I come back inside.
Cool. Yeah. Rictavio is gone. No, Van Richten. Van Richten is gone.
I know Rictavio's gone.
Yeah, he's just gone.
You make sure of that. Oh, rip Rictavio.
Oh, he's gonna be a
Rictavio.
real cool villain, guys.
Oh.
It's fine.
It's okay, we got the Scissor Twins now.
Yeah, the Scissor Twins
And they're
are good.
cool.
I'm gonna just
Snip and snap.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna do with these two. I'm gonna
Uh-oh, wait.
What?
What?
nothing. I'm just
Excuse-
trying not to delete too much off the map is what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so do we
I
want
don't
to
like...
do we want to say we have a long rest, or...
Yeah, you guys can have a long rest.
Yeah, I mean, Brim's gonna, as usual, get up in the middle of the night and do a Sanguine Scent run around the house.
Yeah.
He's gonna brood. He's gonna do brooding.
He's
He's
patrolling.
brooding.
Yes, he's brooding.
Yeah,
Yeah, he broods.
don't lie.
The brooding and the patrolling are mutually exclusive. It's fine.
They're not mutually exclusive.
No, I do them at the same time. Simultaneous brooding / patrolling.
No,
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean, one doesn't like cause the others. What I mean,
Yeah.
like he'd be brooding anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well scout.
On one of your that go around, you notice that Theo isn't in bed right now. He is kind of wandering around as well, kind of pacing back and forth.
I'll make sure that I acknowledge him. And has he got like his gear on at all? Is he equipped to go?
He's wearing his coat, but he doesn't seem to have his bag on him. So you don't think he's like out to adventure. He's just trying to keep warm, and he's like kind of pacing around restlessly.
You alright, Theo?
Yeah, I think I was just thinking about Lucas and that Van Richten fella. I know what it's like to be angry at someone and want real badly to hurt them for what they've done to you, and it just brought up a bunch of old memories.
I have a complicated relationship with revenge and those feelings.
Yeah, same. I was betrayed by someone who I trusted implicitly, and I am terrified of that man. Part of me wants to gut him like a fish, but I know I wouldn't be able to. He'd kill me before I even got close. I don't even know if revenge is worth it, honestly.
I've told you, I brooded for years and years, and I think I've said this before, but I found that after a while, I didn't want revenge anymore as much as I wanted to make sure that kind of thing didn't happen to anybody else again. I guess that's why I do what I do. Is even though I can't make what happened to me not happen, I can't erase it from my history. I can scrub it from the future of other people.
That's one way to live your life, I guess.
Well, I'm not sure if it is. It's kept me alive so far, but I mean, so far isn't very long.
Yeah, you seem to live a bit dangerously, honestly.
Well, I mean, the way I see it, I should have died about 7 years ago, but I didn't. So this is all just extra time.
I hear you there. I wasn't expecting to make it past 20 years old. Not the way I was living as a kid.
Part of me didn't, I don't think.
Part of me I don't think made it all the way to adulthood either.
Well, when we get out of here, I think you and I have a lot of, pardon the expression, demons in our past that are gonna come up again.
Yeah, that seems to be the case anyways.
But remember, we're surrounded by people who, no matter how much we may dislike ourselves, care about us.
Yeah, it's almost hard to believe, frankly, but yeah, I think they do.
I think the most powerful thing I've learned from these people is how useful giving a shit is.
Yeah. I mean, that's what hit me back in Zant, is seeing what the Empire is doing to people. I couldn't just sit by anymore, right? Not when I could see them tearing families apart and stomping on innocent people.
Crimson just kind of nods. And, he'll just kind of like pat Lucas on the back, Theo on the back a little bit, and just keep doing his rounds and say, "Go inside, you're going to catch your death of cold."
Yeah, I don't got my doctor to help me this time. He wanders off.
And Brimstone will just keep walking until he goes to bed.
Cool. Yeah, you don't see anything else suspicious around the inn.
And we all have no dreams whatsoever.
Hey, roll me wisdom saving throws!
I was just about to say.
Here we go.
Here we go.
First roll of the session.
Keep in mind, you guys are within 10 feet of Eamon, so you get a +4 to all those wisdom saving throws.
It don't matter. Nat 1, fellas.
Oh boy!
I am not within 10 feet of Eamon, and I got a 11.
Did you fall asleep outside?
Cool.
What's happening?
No, I just don't sleep within 10 feet of Eamon.
Okay, jeez, fine.
Yeah.
Do I smell?
Eamon, I'm going to remind you, Brimstone is afraid of churches.
That's true.
Oh, you know what? Fair.
I'm pretty
Probably
sure
thinks-
Brimstone thinks that Eamon's, like, holy aura will barbecue him.
Or give him cancer or something.
Yeah.
No,
He just wakes up with a sunburn.
God damn it, not again. Except it's brimstone, so it's like white and glowing, like heavenly glow instead of.
It's like, oh, what is this? What the fuck?
Awesome.
So yeah, I rolled a.
You rolled a 15.
Yeah, I did.
Pretty good.
So we've
I
got...
got an 11.
Yep.
Decent.
Cool. So we've got you rolled a 15. You rolled a, sorry, what, 11?
Because the +4 from me.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, wait, this didn't factor in the +4. I actually rolled a 19.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You have a very pleasant dream, despite the distress from earlier.
It's one of those, it's one of those fucking anxiety sleeps where, like, your body's just too tired.
No, he has a dream of storming the castle and rescuing his mom, and it's very good.
Fuck yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I Need a Hero is playing in the background.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%. He's just, like, glorious riding on Maggie, who is, like, a pristine horse right now instead of a melting zombie horse. She just looks beautiful, and he rescues his mom by scooping her up and slays Strahd where he stands.
Fuck yeah.
That's the dream he has.
Oh man, I hope that's a prophetic dream.
If only.
Yeah. Zelphine, you have a pretty alright sleep. With an 11, that's not too bad.
I'll take it.
It's just a very quiet dream where you're in the forest and nothing really happens. It's very serene. And, Riley, unfortunately with that one.
Hi.
You find yourself in darkness, and you feel hands grabbing at you, crying. They're trying to pull you down into this tar-like substance, and it feels hot, very, very hot. Unbelievably hot. And you hear a voice go, "It's so hot down here. Riley, help us, please. Riley, please." And it just gets louder, and it gets hotter, and then suddenly there's flames everywhere. And you see someone in the distance holding a staff up high. You can't see their face, though, but there's just fire coming out of that staff everywhere.
Can I see the face, or is it just all distorted?
It's all distorted, and they're wearing elegant robes, but you just can't see their face.
Wait, is the staff my staff?
Staff is your staff.
I think she'll just yell stop.
And you hear laughter. And you hear your voice coming back as you go, "Why would I stop?"
Oh, fuck! Yeah!
And then you wake up screaming.
She wakes up screaming, "Excuse me." Actually, I wonder. I think she'll just kind of run outside.
Yeah, you just hear her tearing off. Sorry, Ian, what did you roll?
Oh, I rolled an 11 with no modifiers.
Okay, that's fine then. You have a no dream that night.
Which is usually good, huh?
Do we wake up after Riley nearly immolates herself in her dream and then wakes up screaming?
You hear this horrible scream, and you see Riley dash out the door.
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
she just trips outside and just kind of goes into a fetal position on the ground.
Oh dear. Eamon will...
Selfie's after her just as fast.
Okay. She's got the dash, so I think she gets there first.
Yep.
She fast.
Cunning action, dash.
Riley, protection squad, go.
So yeah, this gloomy morning. Again, you can't see the sky, and you just... Riley, you're all curled up and crying.
Mm-hmm. She's not having fun.
Zelfine's just gonna kneel down by her and just be like, "Riley, Riley, it was a dream. It's okay, Riley. You're awake now.
That can't be what happened. No.
It was a dream. They're not real. Especially not here.
No, these dreams are real here. You can't, oh.
No, these dreams are Strahd fucking with us. He knows what hurts, and that's what he shows us.
Fucking son of a bitch. It was too real. Like, that can't be how it happened.
I'm not gonna pry. I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree. It's not. That's how His Royal Batness works here. He knows our past, he knows our fears, and he knows exactly what to show us to upset us.
Well, it worked. Is it cool if I just lay in the cool grass for a bit?
By all means.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
Got that dew on it, and it's a cold to the touch.
Zelvine's just gonna sit down next to her.
Good.
Is Aemond out there with them?
He'll see the two together, and then he'll sort of, if Zelfine sees him, he'll nod, and then he'll go back inside.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
She's gonna take out her pouch of tea leaves and throw it at him and say, "Don't mess it up. I only have so much."
Okay, I mean, I've made tea before, but given how often we seem to screw up these things, I understand the sentiment. And I will make us all a pot of tea.
Alright. Yeah, you go in and start boiling some water while the Mardikovs are dashing about, cooking some food.
At one point, Aemond does sort of switch over to the grill, and something kind of triggers in his mind. It's some kind of reflex.
You know what? This feels good. I like where I am right here. This is good.
grill stuff more often.
Grill master.
Grill master Aemond.
Ultimate skin.
Yeah, when you beat horrible Barovia time on your first playthrough, you unlock the Grill Master Aemond skin.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. No, well, if you 100% him, you get an even better skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sailor Aemond skin from yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah. The what Aemond skin?
The Sailor Aemond skin.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. No, it's like the Tales of games where you just unlock skins as you go, related to different titles.
Anyways.
Today, Brimstone's just fucking chilling and sitting, because Aemond and Riley were the ones who were going to go off and do the thing.
Aemond will bring Brimstone a cup of tea.
How is it?
I assume it's tea.
Well,
it's not that hard to make tea.
No, you gotta roll for it.
You gotta roll for
it.
Okay. I'll roll for it, but I'm pretty sure there's like no difference between a high and like a low.
I know what Zelfine's TDC is, sir.
What would I roll for that? Is that an intelligence? Is that a wisdom?
That's a wisdom, I believe.
Gotta be wise about the tea.
Brimstone's also nose boy.
I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, so he does a fairly good job of cooking the tea. He doesn't burn it, which is a common mistake a lot of people make, is they burn the tea leaves.
Oh, yeah.
By making the water too hot. You've still, tasted
Brimstones,
better.
I do burn. I figured you'd like that.
Hold on, are you getting 2 discrete pots of tea, one of which is for Brim?
No, I just kind of put it back. I put it back on the burn.
So you fuck up the rest of the tea after you pour 3 mugs of tea. Just
I'm kidding.
Or maybe he gets
Do you
the
want
test cup.
Zelfine to stab you? What did she specifically say?
I'm not gonna burn the tea leaves.
Don't burn the tea!
Everyone gets tea. Everyone gets DC 14 tea.
Yes.
Some will
So
accept the-
yeah, like Zelphine, you've tasted better. You know, like the certain way to like steep it to make it perfect. But he does a pretty decent job. Like I said, he doesn't burn it.
I'm sorry if it's too strong.
She's just gonna take a sip and just go, and not say anything else.
All right then.
I'm afraid her TDC is pretty high.
Did you give her a number for this?
In my head, it's got to be an 18.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's what I had written down.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Okay.
Shelves, you and me, we're on the same wavelength here.
Anyways, Eamon is going to summon Maggie.
Cool.
And then get Annabelle. Arabelle. Is it
Arabelle.
Annabelle or Arabelle? Arabelle.
It's Arabelle.
Yeah.
Arabelle. All right, we're gonna drop you off at your house or tent.
Okay. She kind of wandered it up to you and goes, when will Auntie Chitana come back?
Hopefully 3 days.
That's a long time.
Well, in the meantime, we can get to know each other. Well, what do you like to do on your spare time?
I like to play with my doll.
Oh. Do you have your doll with you?
No,
Oh.
I dropped it when the bad lady took me.
Right. Wait a second. Didn't we get a doll?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a doll.
You do. You have her doll.
I'm gonna give her doll back.
She just looks ecstatic. This pale little child with alabaster hair. Not alabaster skin, raven hair. She is just like, she's like Snow White. She is, but like creepy looking. She still looks a little creepy because this is Barovia and children look creepy. I'm sorry, but they do.
At least she's
No, I
less
get it.
creepy now.
She is just like, she is happy. She holds her doll close. I'm trying to find her on the stupid sheet. There we go. Put her on there. There we go. She can't help it by looking a little bit creepy because she has never seen the sun before.
Fair enough.
Right.
Anyways,
is
I'm gonna put her on the back of the horse, and I'm gonna get another horse for Riley, and then we can set out.
Yeah, any horses?
Yeah, you
Play to
see
borrow.
like a very thin-looking, shaggy horse.
No. Teeny horse.
Its name is Philippe.
Philippe! Oh, I love it.
All right.
I think Riley kinda knows how to ride
Roll
a horse.
me an animal handling to see if you can get up there.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
aid
yeah.
her.
Okay. Animal handling. That's not too bad. 17?
Yeah, you can get up on this horse easy peasy. It doesn't seem to be fighting you. In fact, it just looks a little tired.
Aw, I won't work you too hard, Philippe.
Yeah, we just need like a nice trot just to make sure we're there a little, so we have some time to spare.
If only I had carrots, I'd give him a snack.
I don't have any carrots, unfortunately.
Does he like beets?
He will eat a beet out of your hand.
Hell yeah.
The little hearts come up like in Skyward Sword.
Sure.
Ah.
I've never played Skyward Sword.
When you feed a horse something, little hearts show up.
That's nice. I like that. Or like in an Animal Crossing game.
Yeah.
Or Okami kind of does that too, I guess.
Oh, Kami does that too. I love that. I love that mechanic.
I love Okami. It's a good game, guys.
You can play as the dog and make other people pet you. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's good.
That's why it's a good game. 10 out of 10. Best
10
game of
out
the year.
of 10. You play the mother of everything, the dog.
We're gonna go and do that thing now.
Riley waves goodbye and says good luck.
Brimstone also waves and just,
Don't let him do anything stupid.
You got it.
Ignoring that. Yeah. What are you guys gonna do this morning?
Yeah, please explain that while I try and figure out what to do next. Ignore the DM scrambling behind the screen.
Well, I think that, I don't know what Zelfie wanted to do, but Brimstone is waiting around until nightfall at the very least.
Cool.
Out of character suggestion, maybe you should talk to Irina.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna see what Zelfie wanted to do.
Do we want to wait for the whole group to be present for that, or should we go ahead and take care of it?
I think we should at least see how she's doing.
Hmm.
Cool. So, I think we will do Irina at the church first.
Okay.
So I don't have to dig up and look up stuff about the Vistani camp right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably go to the church, see Irina.
Yeah, so you start heading towards the church, and yeah, you see guards rushing back and forth. They're kind of trying to keep things in line, but it's not the same kind of atmosphere as when the burgomaster was in charge. They seem to actually be helping people as opposed to being a scary force. Keeping people from panicking and the like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different atmosphere for sure. You still see like that gloom hang over everything, but it's lessened.
As we walk over, Brimstone is going to talk to Zelfie and say, you know, we need to... Fuck, we should have talked about this as a group. We need to talk about... If we tell the whole town about the ultimatum we received, it's going to throw them into a panic. But would it also help at all?
I don't know if there's much the town could do against Strahd, other than either run, which wouldn't work, or, I mean, we've seen firsthand how willing they are to turn against a leader.
Yeah, they'd probably sell her out.
Mm.
Okay. That feels terrible, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to her.
Mm.
And we're gonna go in and talk to Irina.
Yeah. So, yeah, you walk in, and the church has almost been, like, converted into a hub of busy political... just everybody's running around. There's, like, tables out into the main area, people planning, and there's, like, Father Lucian is talking to somebody in the corner and sorting out stuff, and you see... Sir Snicket, the knight that you had rescued, chatting with some of the guards. And you see Irina going over some plans in the corner.
Yeah, I guess we go up to her.
Oh, hello. You're back. How did things go?
They've gone better.
Oh dear. That is unfortunate.
We have some unfortunate news, but it should be something we discuss in private, I think.
Of course. I have some somewhat alarming news too. You remember Father Donovich back in the village of Barovia?
Mm-hmm.
He was found dead. When my brother went back to the village to take on his position as burgomaster, he discovered the man dead in the church.
He was a fool.
He was a hurt man. Losing his son to the curse was too much for him, I'm afraid.
It is unfortunate that we cannot convince him to part with the remnants of his son.
It is. And I'm afraid we do not know where his son could be now. Ismark went to check and he was no longer in the basement. He could be anywhere now.
So, I think we want to make sure that, like, we're alone, so we go into an office or whatever to make sure it's just us.
Yeah, she, like, pulls you off into this little office side area. There's a few people in it, and she asks them to leave. And they scuttle out.
I'm going to sanguine scent to make sure that nobody is eavesdropping.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, you can smell all the people in the area, but nobody seems to be, like, up against the door or near the window there. And she pulls the window closed as you come over. Now, what is it that you wish to speak of?
Do you want to tell her, Zolfine?
Oops, sorry, I was muted. Well, I'll just cut right to it since we don't have really time to beat around the bush. We have 3 days to take you to Strahd, or he's going to come destroy the town and take you himself.
Her face becomes very grave, but she tries not to betray too much emotion, but you can tell that she is not pleased with that information, and she frowns.
Obviously, we'd like to find an alternative in those 3 days.
Perhaps if I was not here, then he would not bring his wrath down upon them.
He'd bring his wrath upon anybody who was harboring you.
I hear that to the west there is a abbey that might be more heavily fortified than here. In Kresk. In Kresk. How do word? Apologies.
That is an option.
The abbot there is supposed to be a very good man.
Well, regardless, we have agreed as a group that delivering you to him is not an option, and for that reason we hesitate to inform the people of Vallaki of it.
I would rather they not be thrown into such a panic, no. It was already a blow to them to lose the burgomaster, even though he was a cruel man, an insane man. He did keep things in a kind of order that they appreciated. We're trying our best, but there are a few people here and there that still do not appreciate the fact that we murdered the burgomaster in plain sight.
We have... I mean, what am I fucking talking about? It's not a plan. An idea. There are several things in the castle that we think we might need. Not the least of which is the mother of a friend of ours, who is leverage.
That sounds like that vile man.
We don't know for sure what we're going to do, who we're going to call in, but if we were to go to the castle, what would you want to do?
I am frankly tired of running. I am tired of being in fear of this man. I do not know what I would do, though. I would rather die than have him turn me into his bride.
Brimstone is going to look at her very seriously. Very seriously. You say, is that the honest truth? If it came to it. If that was the choice you had to make, you would make it?
Perhaps. I don't know. If I had a choice, I would like to live, but living under as an undead abomination with my will stripped of me, that is not living, now is it?
And I'm going to ask you something else that should it come to the worst, and he does take you, will you begrudge me if I end it?
Of course not. If I become like him, sever my head from my body, I would welcome it.
For what it is worth, you have my promise on that.
Well, with any luck, it will not come to that. I will go down kicking and screaming if it must be.
I think you are a lot less weak than he thinks you are.
I think most people are. He thinks very highly of himself.
Yeah, motherfucker slow clapped the first time we met.
He came into my room. He charmed me. I know exactly what kind of man he is.
Well, we will keep you posted. I think it goes without saying, of course, that this is not something that leaves this room until we are ready.
Of course. Father Lucian and Sir Snicket have other concerns on their mind right now. I do not wish to bother them.
Mm. Anything else, Elfie?
I think that about covers it. Again, we're fairly thoroughly fucked, but we've got a few options at least. Not great options, but...
Yeah, it's pretty terrible, all things considered. So.
Alright. And then, unless you got anything else to do there, I think we'll jump back to Riley and Amond. So it doesn't take you very long to get out of the city into the little woods there. The whole time, Arabelle is like chatting. She
I'm chatting too.
She seems kind of like high on herself a little bit. For a 7-year-old, she talks of like very like of a place of standing, like a little princess, basically.
Eamon will indulge her a little bit. He thinks it's really cute.
Yeah. Like, as opposed to Olive that is, like, excitable and, like, runs around and is very, like, tomboyish, she is very princessy.
Well, princesses need knights to protect them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're in luck, lady.
Very, very good. Very good. And you walk along this path outside of the city into the woods, and you wander that for a little bit before the woods start to part and reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into the sides of it. The fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorated lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill and above the fog is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out of it through a hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within, and even at a distance you can smell the odors of wine and horses that just have the entire area.
I will dismount, help Arabelle down from the horse, and then we will go to the tent.
Well, as you start to approach, you start to go by these little houses in the bottom of the hill, and you see some figures in cloaks. And they stop and they pull arrows on you and go, "Halt!" Who goes?
Whoa.
Aemond, son of Korg and Jitana.
They stop and pull it down a little bit. Korg. That is a orc name.
Yes, I am a half-orc.
And as you get closer to these bowmen, you notice that they're elves. They're dusk elves.
But what?
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Probably should have led with that.
They look very much like the elf that you rescued back at the Argynvostholt.
Didn't we rescue one of you guys? I even healed you.
They stop and look at each other and look back at you and go, "No, that wasn't us, but that's kind of rude to say that we all look the same."
You just threatened to shoot me because I was an orc.
We pulled our bows down at that point. I was just...
Okay,
wow.
look,
Guy.
it's bad. On my world, elves and orcs have a lot of bad blood. I don't see any reason to bring it here, okay?
Very well.
We agree on that? Awesome.
But if you're the son of Jitana, then you can pass. And then they see Arabelle and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, you definitely should actually go right up there. Luvash is not in the best mood."
I hope his daughter will cheer him up.
Very much so. And they kind of part. They're but they're still holding their bows and arrows, but they are not pointing them at you. They're just, ready.
You know what? Perfectly understandable. Let's go.
Cool.
Trotting up the hill to see Luvash.
So, yeah, as you start heading up that way, you see two men in studded leather armor that are hovering above a man that's on his knees. That is going, "I'm sorry, Luvash. We've looked everywhere. I don't know where she is." And then he slaps him. "Alexei, this is your fault that she was kidnapped. This is... if you had kept a better eye on her, she would still be here. You miserable little..." And he goes to try and hit him again, and you hear Arabelle go, "Papa, Papa!" And she starts running towards him, and he stops. And you get a good look at this guy, and he looks a little bit like Strahd, if Strahd was beefier and a bit more his beard came out a bit more.
If Strahd did Pro 90X.
You just described Aemond, and it
Yeah,
makes me upset.
yeah, he looks a bit like Aemond.
Oof. Bad description.
You see this wide smile cross his face as his daughter runs up to him and he picks her up and swings her around and goes, "My darling, my dear, oh, I'm so worried about you." And you see Alexei still shaking on the ground, panicked.
Oh boy.
Aemond will get off his horse and sort of bow his head slightly, give a little nod.
And he looks
Riley's
at you and
nervous.
he squints at you and looks over at Riley and goes, well, we have some visitors. Do I have
Riley
you two...
has her hood up, by the way. Oh, sorry for interrupting, but Riley has her hood up, deaf.
Good thing to know. Good thing to know. And he goes, we have some visitors. suppose I have you to thank for bringing my daughter back to me.
It was nothing. Well, it wasn't nothing, but
It was something.
you're welcome.
Anytime.
He, like, puts her down and, like, comes over and, like, puts an arm around you, Aemond, and, like, slaps down and goes, you have done me a great service today, my young man. You look a little familiar. You
Are you related to Jitana?
My sister.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay. So, I don't know if you want to be sitting down for this. I'm your nephew!
He, like, stops. He raises an eyebrow and goes, You're little Elmong. Ah!
Oh. Close enough. It's been a long time. Yeah, no, I don't know how much Jitana told you, but
Next to nothing. She said you
fair
were
enough.
dead.
Oh dear. Well, I'm not.
Good to know. Good to know my sister lied to me all those years back.
No, she I don't think she lied. I think she genuinely thought that. It was not a I grew up at a very turbulent time, a lot of wars going on. Fortunately, my father won most of them.
Well, that is good. That is good. Winning wars, the good warlords always try to win all the good wars.
Oh my god.
Frankly, I think it's a waste of
Sun
time.
Tzu over here.
Look, I don't have a good intelligence modifier. It's fine.
Oh, you see those numbers too? I thought I was crazy.
No.
my God,
All Vistani
oh no.
can see those numbers. They are over everybody's heads. It's weird.
Ugh. It's driving me nuts. I thought I was going insane. Anyways, I have some unfortunate news, that I suppose I should give you. Your sister was taken, not by Babala Saga, but by the lord of this land.
Oh, by Strahd, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he'll keep a good eye on her.
Here's hoping.
He hasn't done us wrong before.
He was not happy when he saw us.
Well then, as long as you do what he says, then there shouldn't be a problem now, should there?
You know what? You're right. We're actually seeing him in a couple days to sort of iron things out. We didn't get off on a great foot, but I think we'll be able to sort things out, you know?
Well, all right. Well,
All right.
nephew of mine, you have brought me back my daughter. Would you like to receive a present for your well-deserved act?
Oh,
Sorry.
jeez. I don't know if I can accept a gift.
I insist.
Oh, presents, hell yeah.
I guess, hell yeah.
So he leads you over to one of the wagons, and as you begin to walk, you see, like, people in colorful clothing dancing and drinking and making merry. And they come upon one Vistani wagon that has 2 iron padlocks secured the whole thing. Luvash comes over and opens it up. And he pulls out several things. He goes, "You can have one of these marvelous treasures. Choose wisely." And you see a wooden chest. You see an iron chest. You see a jewelry box. You see a wooden throne. A rolled up 10-foot square rug. And a wooden box.
Okay, sorry. There's 2 wooden boxes?
Yeah, there's a wooden chest and a wooden box.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so wood chest, iron chest, wood box, rug,
A chair.
chair, wood throne.
I'm just going to
Okay.
type it up in the
Shelves
chat
it-
here.
Okay, okay,
Shelves
cool.
is like, don't take the rug.
Oh, you don't know what's in that rug. There could be nothing in the rug. It could just be a rug.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, if that case, I'm not going to take the rug anyways.
Can we?
The rug has a unicorn motif on it.
Has what on it?
Unicorn motif. You can see unicorns on it.
Is it one of those glow-in-the-dark unicorn posters? Hell
yes.
Yeah.
You should definitely take the rug.
I know. Oh, Lisa Frank rug. Thank you, Shells.
Yes, it's Lisa Frank. Yep.
Yes. Can we like judge the weight of the different boxes, or is he going to allow us to do that?
I feel like this is a game that he's playing, and I don't want to break the rules of it. And I'm actually going to say that. I'm actually going to say that out loud. Oh, this is like a little game. I like it. I like your style.
I kind of like the Indiana Jones rule, where like the most mundane looking thing is what holds the most treasure. You know.
So it's the wooden. So that would be the wooden box.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Also, you can't fit a certain thing in there.
Certain what?
Nothing metagaming.
You don't know anything. In fact, what if that didn't happen at all?
Exactly. Who knows? Okay. I don't know. That's my either like the wooden box or the wooden chest. That's my thinking.
Which is larger?
The wooden chest is a bit larger.
You know what? I'll roll for it. Odd number is wood chest, even number is wood box.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping for the wood box. So I'm happy. Eamon will pick up the wood box and crack it open.
Cool. Inside you
Not
see...
like physically crack, but like open it.
As you open it, you see Luvash like crack a smile. And inside you see 12 potions with stoppered gourds.
Oh,
He goes,
these will be very useful.
Yes, those are extremely useful. These are elixirs.
Whoa.
What do they do?
They protect you against the fog surrounding Barovia.
What? That's awesome.
So,
Holy shit.
wait. We could leave.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Insight check.
Yo, yes, please. Roll me an insight check.
23.
Oh, that's pretty good. 16.
He's bullshitting you.
Fuck, is this just water?
Right.
We'll take it. Thank you so much for this gift, man.
We really appreciate it. Unfortunately, we have to get going now. We have to prepare for our meeting with the great Lord Strahd, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Hail Hydra, praise Strahd.
He crosses his arms and raises an eyebrow. And you see another man kind of come up behind him, who also looks like Strahd, but he is thin and has like a tight beard, and he kind of like looks at you too.
These Strahd lookalikes. This is a StrahdCon.
StrahdCon.
Strong.
Yeah, and he like whispers something to Luvash, and Luvash kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah, I suppose you should get going soon."
Yeah, when we did what we came here to do, glad your daughter is safe, and we'll just head on our way, yeah.
Yep. And they watch you as you turn to leave, and I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Sounds good.
I will say one last thing. After we get out of their view, full-on gallop. Like, just...
Yeah, we're booking it.
Yeah.
Fucking bye.
No, as you're, like,
Potions.
booking it out of there, you notice a few Vistani, like, in the woods trying to, like, watch you. They're definitely spying on you.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're booking it.
Run. Awesome. Good job, guys.
Great. Woo.
It was a lot of fun.
Woo. Yeah, thanks for the nightmare, Leanne.
No problem. Anytime.
Thanks for the box of potions.
Hey, you rolled for it.
Oh, Brimstone's just gonna chug that right away, isn't he?
Oh my god, he totally is.
No.
I kind of want to see it, though.
Delphine's about to destroy those.
Riley will be the instigator. Be like, do it.
Well, next time, I think I get to meet some werewolves.
Yay!
Werewolf time, finally.
It'll be good and great and fine.
Alright, well, thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
And sorry for that long break.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
life was doing some things. I had to pick up my life and move. I'm a college graduate boy now.
Yay! I'm so proud of my son. Yay!
You're doing great.
Woohoo!
No, you're doing fine.
Yeah. All right.
Yay!
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
To run with no sure direction, to fight with faulted protection, to hide with no tune to sing. Relax and let the story do its thing. To scream against sickly silence, to provoke unnecessary violence, to run, to fight, to hide, to scream, relax,